Hello everyone, this is Martin. Welcome back to another weekly video. We're going to be looking at winning trade ideas for this coming week, October 29th to November 2nd. And why is this week really special? Well, it's Halloween time here in Canada on October the 31st, which is a Wednesday evening, Eastern Standard Time. We celebrate Halloween, and it's become a pretty big event here in North America, especially, well, not only for the kids who go out trick-or-treating, and but also for the parents as well, who often go along with the kids to make sure that they're safe, and for some of the younger adults who go out and party. So it's just a terrific event. Now, I'm also excited because I'm holding a live class here in the Toronto area this Wednesday evening, October 31st at 7 o'clock, a live class. And you know what? A lot of people think trading, any type of trading, whether it's the Forex markets or the equity markets or any type of trading, is pretty scary stuff. But you know what? It doesn't have to be with the proper education. And I'm giving you a pretty good head start just by allowing you to watch my weekly videos. Now, last week, you can see here, we had, well, there's an opportunity to make more than 300 pips. We'll go over some of those winning trades in this video. So, without further ado, let's move on right to the disclaimer. Okay, here's the disclaimer right here, and you can read this at your own leisure. You can always pause the video, make sure you understand what risk management is. And I always advocate trading with no more than 1 to 2% of your account balance. In other words, you don't want to lose on any one trade more than 1 to 2%, okay? Okay, we're going to start with the Euro USD. You can see I've got my easy read charts here, okay, when we have colors. So when you see pink below the blue, here's the pink below the blue. We're basically looking for sell trades, and you can see right here we had a terrific opportunity to take a sell trade, okay, and I make this pretty easy. You can see last week here from the, this is the price action here, these price bars, from the right to the right side here of this red vertical line, okay? This is what happened last week. And last week was a 38 pip winner. Just by following my weekly video, I said sell before, or I stated I was looking for trades below 114.28. Sell below 114.28, and you would have made 38 pips. Okay. So let's move along to the next one. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just go back for a second here. For this week, we're looking for these levels here. You can look for sells below 113.63 or buys above 114.74. I'm favoring sells to the downside. However, take a look to the left here, guys. Okay. We have a previous swing low, and that is major support to the left. Okay, so if price goes lower, that would be a level to watch for if you're taking a sell trade. Okay, in other words, you want to take a profit here, and usually I do take a profit after the very first day of profit. So if I'm in a trade and the next day, and this is end of day trading, by the way. The next day it's in profit, I'll usually take my profits off the table, okay? I'll explain a little bit more as we go on to the next video. British Pound USD. This was a big winner last week. Okay, you can see what happened to the right side of this red vertical line. This was last week, okay? And last week, I had a level here posted. You can take a look at my last week's video if you want, for all those subscribers if you haven't done so. I stated sell below 129.92, 129.92, which is up here somewhere. Okay, I mean I could give you an exact level. Just a second here. So I mentioned look for sells below 129.92. Take a look at the right side on your price levels. right there. Okay. 129.92. Yeah, right about there. Okay. So right about there, you would have taken a sell trade, and this was a huge winner. Just by holding the trade for 1 day, you would have made 119 pips. Holding it for a second day, which is right here on the Thursday's move down, you would have made an extra 63 pips. So big, huge winner last week. Okay, one of the biggest. Not quite the biggest, but I'll let you know what that was in just a second. So let me clear that off. For this week, we're looking for buys above. I would only be confident for buys above 129.24 and for sells below 127.73. Okay. Again, make note of the previous swing low. So price goes lower. Take a look to your left. Okay. That would be a target area. Okay. Now moving along, we are into the Australian USD. And there was a small winner, only 9 pips, not a big deal. It was sell below 0.7078. But anyways, you can see prices come back up. Price basically went down last week and then came up. And for this week, I'm looking for sells below this level right here, 0.7068. Okay, sells below there. Buys above here. I would only be confident about price going higher if price moves above 0.7163. Okay, so let me take that off. Here's the gold. Gold, you can see we broke last week. We broke out of this pennant pattern. You can see right here with this big move right there. Okay, see this white candle? This was the Tuesday's move. Here's Tuesday Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday went up a little bit higher. Thursday price stalled. So we're looking really for price to go above this level here higher. Okay, and I do see price kind of sideways for a while for the short term, but I believe price will be going up higher pretty soon. Okay, let me take that off. Now we move to the New Zealand USD. Looking really, you can see pink below blue. Okay, this is the easy read charts. Okay, and we've been in a downtrend for a extended time. Take a look. All the way basically since April of this year. You can see April right here. Okay, so price has been coming down, down, down. At some point, price may be going higher, but right now, I'm still looking for sells below 0.6496 for the downside. For the upside, I'd be confident above this level right here. So you can look for buys above 0.6614. Make note of this blue line. So if price goes higher, that would be a first target area. This is a big moving average, okay? And price often comes up and may bounce lower again, but that would be your target. So just extend your blue line, and we're looking for a first target here if price goes higher. Okay, so now we move to the US CAD. Let's take a look. Okay, you can see price, the US CAD is interesting because the US increases its interest rates. Last week, the Canadian dollar increased its interest rate by 1/4 point. Price is kind of, battling back and forth. We've gone up, down, swing down all the way here on Wednesday with Canadian dollar rate increase, and now on Thursday and Friday, you can see price going up. So I'm looking for buys above this area right here, above 131.26, or sells below 129.76. Okay, and again, we're going to take a look at oil on the next chart. Oil, which often helps the Canadian dollar. So let's take a look what's happening with oil. Let me take that off. And you can see oil has come down in a really big way. All the way from here, it's come down, okay? It's starting to go back up. Oil moved above this red dashed line. You can find out about what these moving averages are in my new course. It's called Forex Success in 5 Weeks. So if you want to know more, you can always send me an email. Give me your first name, and I'll send you without obligation a 33-page ebook that tells you all about these easy read charts, how to look for signals, and a lot more. So it's a pretty neat and concise course. Okay, so take a look. We're going up in the short term, up a little bit higher. So I think take a look here at this area right there. So if price goes higher, it's going to retest this area of resistance. So price could come up here and then come back down, and then possibly go back higher again. So that's going to impact the Canadian dollar. Okay, so if oil is getting stronger, generally, not always, but generally the Canadian dollar follows suit against the US as well. Okay, so that impacts the Canadian currency. Let's move on now to the next chart, and we're moving into the US Swiss franc. Let's take a look here. Kind of going sideways there. You can see the size of the candle bodies. They're not too large, but an aggressive move. I'm looking for buys above this level. Have drawn in this rectangle as a major resistance. So if price goes higher, it's an aggressive move. That's what the A is for. Above 0.9996, take a look. This would be your target area right here. It's not, you're not maybe going to get a lot of pips, but if it's going to go higher, there's room for short-term gains. It would have to really, something would have to happen fundamentally for price to go above this area, because this is long-term resistance. On the downside, take a look right here. I'm looking for sells below 99.38. So price could come up to here, bounce lower. Price could also from here break right through this area at 99.38. Okay, so that's what I see there. Let's move on to the next chart. Now, US Japanese yen. Okay, you can see we're starting to form a pennant. Here's long-term dynamic support, guys. When you draw a trend line like this, look, here's one touch, here's two touch, okay, almost a third touch. We're coming back here. So this is dynamic support. From here, price may certainly go higher. It may bounce, you know, that type of thing. But we're looking for either a breakout to the upside, and this is what I favor. I'm favoring, or my bias is to the upside. However, in the short term, price could certainly come down lower. If you're looking for sells, look for sells below 111.64. An aggressive buy is aggressive here with the A is above 112.44. I say aggressive because here is look to your left. That would be your first target for this if price busts through this level. The conservative play would be wait for price to come above 112.86 for it to go higher. Okay, so that's what I see there, guys. And now we're into some of the cross pairs. The euro, British pound. This was a small winner last week, the first day. Just holding on to my, if you would have followed my weekly video, we would have made 31 pips, and then holding on for a second day, you would have made another 18 pips. Because I did state in my last week's video, buy above 0.8839, okay, which is right about there, right? So buy above 80. Let me just mark that in. Buy above 88.39. So you would have made first day here, second day holding on to here. But you know, for the new traders, I know people always ask me, when do you exit and what are your exit strategies? Well, there's a lot of exit strategies. It all depends on your trading personality, if you're an aggressive trader or if you're a conservative trader. There's not one rule that fits everybody, but if you want to be a safe trader and you're conservative and you like some profits or quick profits, then after one winning day, remember this is end of day trading, so if you enter a trade and the next day at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here, and if you're in a profit, you can always take the profits off the table, or then you can take half the profits. That's another option. Half the profits off the table, let the other half run. And in this case, you would have made first day Euro, British pound, you would have made 31 pips and 18 pips the next day. So for this week, guys, we're looking for buys way above here, above 89.23, sells below 88.27. Okay, now Euro, Japanese yen, let me take that off. We've got a bit of a tight levels here. Look for sells below 127.27 and buys above 128.25. You can see prices dropping from a high here back in mid to late September. Prices dropped, come up, dropped again. So, you know, I favor my biases to the downside. Take a look right there, guys. There's a momentum candle. Okay, it's called I call this like a dominant candle, but it's a huge momentum candle. So that would be, if price is going to go lower from here, look for taking profits here. Okay, so far I see bias to the downside. Now, next we move on to the next cross pair, the Euro Audi, guys. This was a loser. This was last week. Actually, the first day, based on my weekly levels, it was a loss of 37 pips. But then later in the week, you would have made 31 pips, most of it back by following the information that I had given you. So for this week, I see, you can see here, I've drawn in this huge rectangle again. For those people that are pattern traders or looking for patterns such as head and shoulders or range markets and that, this is a range market right now because prices basically come down, it's gone up. You can see price certainly could come down lower again, then may come back up again. But I'm looking for sells below 159.87 to the downside. To the upside, there is room if price goes up here, above here, 161.56. We've got room again to the upper side of this upper level of this range. Okay, so buys above 161.56. Okay, now we move on to the last pair. This was the biggest winner. Hey, clap your hands if you got into this trade based on my weekly video. Again, I urge you to look back at last week's video. Always compare what I stated in my video to see how you could have done, if you know, what you could have done and what you should have done. I said I was looking for sells below 145.88. Okay, so 145.88 is right there, guys, right there. Okay, so let me just draw in that level. I had a sell below this level. Guys, look at this drop right there. Look at that drop. I mean, that's amazing. The first day, just holding, just you know, if you're a conservative trader, the first day right away would have given you 144 pips. Come on, guys. Can't be easier than that. 144 pips by watching my weekly video. That was a winning weekly trade idea. Holding on to the second day right there, you would have made 55 pips. Okay, so holding on to the third day, I don't even have that amount, but you would have made even more. So I mean, if you're conservative, after one day, take your trade off the table, or at least try this option, try this idea. Take half your trade off the table for the profits, put them in your pocket. You know, it's always great to earn some money, and then let the other half run, the half of your position run. You would have made more. Anyways, this one was good for a huge, whopping 144 plus 55 pips just on 2 days movement. So that is for this week. I'm sorry, I was getting carried away here. For this week, we're looking for sells below 142.74. Buys above 144.24. This is a tight level. I expect price at some point to bounce higher. Okay, let me just take that off. So I'm expecting price to actually bounce. See this right here? Take a look at your left right there, okay? There is support right there, so price could come down lower. Perhaps this could be just a one-day move and then bounce right higher again. So we're looking for buys above 144.24, okay? Now, that's the end of this video. Happy Halloween to everyone. Hopefully you enjoy the event if you have kids. If you want more information on what I'm doing, my new course is Forex Success in 5 Weeks. Send me an email. My name is Martin at mskyj007@gmail.com. I've got a free 33-page ebook. There's no obligation. I'm not going to hound you. I'm not going to follow up. I'm not going to, I'm not going to ask you to buy anything. So that's free. Please subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the like button, okay? Don't forget to click on the like button. So take care, everyone. All the best. Safe trading, and we'll talk again next week. Bye for now.